So I actually wanted to make this video today to kind of shine some light on something that's not really talked about much in the balisong community, and that would be taking care of your hands, which is kind of ironic. I'm talking about that while flipping, but pretty much definitely need to take breaks, which is something I'm starting to kind of realize the more that I do this. And you know, I've been doing this for years, so my hands are pretty rough. So I definitely notice some differences in my right hand versus my left hand with flipping as well. My left hand feels a little bit more responsive, and I think the reason for that is, well, I mean, I don't know how to do as much on my left hand. It feels more responsive because I feel like I overall have more movement, because the way I move my hands is different with flipping. A lot of the times I'll try and keep my hands like straight, like while I'm flipping, like I know my thumb, like I'll keep it like, you know, just straight like that. And definitely I've noticed a little bit less mobility. And something that you should probably do is some wrist and hand exercises. I was actually talking to Sir Billiam on Instagram about that, and he sent me a few hand exercises that I thought were really good. And definitely I'm gonna have to start, you know, for sure take breaks. You know, I think I mentioned that already, but pretty much just, you want to be nice to your hands because you kind of need them to flip. And that's something that the older I get, the more I realize. Like my hands, you know, are always cut up a little bit, you know, got little cuts and scrapes and shit all over them. That's just the nature of flipping if you flip live. You know, just want to make sure your hands are clean and you don't want to get any kind of infections or anything. Definitely just keep an eye on that, and I kind of wanted to make a video to shine light on that because not a lot of people talk about it. But yeah, I guess another topic, the Cygnus, which I'm flipping right now. These things are fucking good. Everyone that I've kind of like seen with one really likes them. I do too. I think they're awesome. They're like 3.8 ounces. I'll probably do like a full review on it later or something. But I think these are really fucking cool. They're good. It's similar to, like, I kind of liken it to like if a replicant and a 51 like had like a baby, because it's got that like 51 weight, but it's got the rep like just feel a little bit. I mean, it feels different. It feels like it's its own knife, but it just has that, like, the balance is similar, is what I'm saying. I thought the blade shape looked better in person, actually, when I saw it. I thought it was cool, you know, when I first saw it, but I thought his alt blade that he's going to be making looked better. But now I'm actually not sure, because this has grown on me a lot. Definitely a really nice knife. I will say that they come perfectly tuned, but you do have to, you know, tune them again after you flip them for a while, because you have to break them in. When you break them in, usually they develop a little bit of tap. They come with like smaller washers installed. I haven't changed these out with the bigger ones, but they also come with, you know, a set of bigger ones that are, you know, in the spare hardware thing. Those fix the tolerances, because I had someone else's Cygnus for a minute and I was flipping it, and I had to put those other washers in it after I broke it in more because it developed tap. So definitely keep that in mind. No big deal. Takes like, what, 20 minutes to fix. If you know how to tune knives, you'll be fine. Another thing I will notice is, and I think LDY made like a public service announcement about this, and it was that when you're taking these scales off, this right here is pretty brittle, so be really careful. Honestly, if it were me, I would suggest just not even taking them off unless you have to. The reason being is because it's not really necessary. You can just unscrew the like pivot screw and then slide the handle off, similar to how you would disassemble a channel knife. I guess if you really want to clean inside of here though, do it, but be very careful around this part. Don't want to mess that up. I hope that he starts making more scales like available for sale though, just in case people do, and also, you know, sell white scales, have people dye them. That would be cool. I think I mentioned that to him as well. Yeah, overall, really dope knife. I'm really enjoying this lately, and I think that a lot of people are gonna enjoy these. I also do have Speed Channel Kraken out today, which was, these channels were actually done by Tie Flips on Instagram, and he gave me these handles when I met up with him recently, and I honestly think they're really good. Honestly, the Kraken doesn't really need anything. It's good in its like own way. You don't really need to mod it, but this is definitely a fun one. It's made it more neutral. The Bowie is a little bit more neutral, and I think like tech tricks and like tricks where you have to like switch the momentum like fast, they're really easy on it because of that. Like the more neutral the knife is, the more, well, easy it is to do shit like that and switch momentum and stuff, which is definitely really cool. I'm really enjoying these lately. I flip the Kraken a lot whenever my hands are kind of, you know, rough from flipping other things, because this is probably one of the most comfortable knives there is. So definitely something that would be good to look into if you have a Kraken and want something a little bit like, you know, different. I mean, he's definitely done a good job on them. Look. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say today. Yeah, keep flipping, I guess.